He comes in, I come out of the bathroom, I tackle him. Our liaison partners and our security guys bust in from the side room. I have him pinned down, and he's like, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar.
What's going on, man? Welcome back to another video. Today we watching CIA spy tells story of wild assassination attempt. This guy been going crazy on the internet recently, so I was like, let me watch a video about him. Sick too, by the way, bro. So like the video if y'all want to see me get better.
I tackle him.
Let's speed
our
it up.
Liaison partners and our security guys. I come out of the bathroom.
Right.
I tackle him. Our
Right.
liaison partners and our security guys bust in from the side room. I have him pinned down, and he's like, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Our liaison partners give him a shot of Demerol, and it knocks him out. People die in hotels every single day. So we put him on a gurney, we covered him up like a dead body, we took him out the back and put him in the ambulance. And when he came to, he was tied to a chair. So I said, now it's my turn.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie. A part of me be listening to this guy and I'm like, okay, these stories might be real. You know what I'm saying? These stories might be real. But the way he telling them is just too like, I don't know, bro.
The second
What's good,
assassination
Frank?
attempt. This is right after you left Greece, right?
Yeah.
What's this story?
You know, out of all the things that I ever did at the agency, I think this is the one thing that I'm the most proud of. It wasn't the Abu Zubaydah operation.
I dropped my light.
Although I was proud of Abu Zubaydah, I'm ashamed for our country as to what ended up
He
happening.
acted like he
after
Tom
Abu
Cruise
Zubaydah.
in
We'll
the
get into that
Mission
in detail,
Impossible.
yeah.
Nah, fact.
But the second assassination attempt, I was so proud of myself. Because by then, I was a seasoned case officer. I knew exactly what I was doing, and I was good at it.
How many years had you been working as a case officer at this time?
By then, 3 years. Doing high risks.
I think what be killing me, bro, is he's so casual with it. Like, it's how casual he be talking. I think that's what be getting to me, bro.
Stuff. Like, I didn't become a case officer and then go to London or Rome.
I don't know. It's an assassination.
I went into the mouth of the beast with 17 November. So I get a cable from a buddy of mine who's the chief of a station in the Middle East.
Right.
And he said, buddy, he goes, I got a case we're working on here. It's a double agent. And it's just too dangerous for me or for any of my people to handle. We need somebody who doesn't live here.
Bro,
you think you'd like to do it? I said, heck yeah. I was divorced. I had nothing to lose. Could use the overtime, you know? I was looking to buy a house. Why not? So I fly out there. And all these guys are my friends, right? We were all in training together or in Arabic together or whatever. We're all friends. So, in fact, this is the guy that introduced me to my second wife. Yeah. So, I go, so what gives? And he says, well, we recruited this guy. And he works for an American defense contractor as an engineer. But he doesn't know that we know that he's actually a double agent for one of our greatest enemies in the world. I think they wouldn't let me say the country in the book. One of our most serious enemies in the world. So
bro
he
writes
thinks
books.
He's working for us. But we know that the bad guys have tasked him with identifying the station chief for an assassination. So he said, can you pretend to be me? I said, sure. I said, we're going to have to be really serious about security. But yeah, I can do this.
Interesting.
So he said, remember, the guy has no idea that we know that he's a double. I had never worked a double agent case before.
Hold on. By the way, this is fake. That's what I was thinking. Appreciate the follow, Swift. Is it fake? Or is he... Because I'm thinking, I'm like, I don't know, bro. Bro talking about pretending to be a whole nother person. That had to click. Like, okay, boom. You got a fake... You putting on a fake mask. You pretend to be this dude. Woo-doo-woo. What's the evidence he lying, though, Swift?
Learned about double agent cases in training. Like, oh, this is very rare, but in case this happens, here's what you do, and, all that. So,
bro, look at his glasses.
He triggers a meeting, or the original handler triggers the meeting.
Bro, that's what I was thinking, bro. Like, I don't understand how he's not gone. How much information he's been releasing about certain stuff, bro. Like, how hasn't they taken him out yet? He must not be releasing as much stuff as that's like behind the scenes if he's not being prioritized. You feel me? And I was thinking the same thing.
The guy comes and I said, hi, my name's Nick. You wanted to meet the chief? You met him. Hi, nice to meet you, Nick. am I going to be dealing with you from now on? I said, yes. We believe that you're important enough that that I'll handle you directly.
His word is his evidence.
And he's like, okay, that's what I wanted. And I said, okay, well, in this introductory meeting, let's just go over the basic stuff. We'll go over security and surveillance detection, and a communications strategy. So I had what he didn't know was at the time called a tri-band cell phone. Cell phones were still very new. And this tri-band cell phone, it was a local number in that country.
Right.
But it would ring no matter where I was in the world.
Right.
Revolutionary idea at the time.
Oh,
you didn't have to put in 20 digits. It was just a local number. So he thought that I was there all the time. In fact, I'm in Washington. But if he needed me, the phone would ring.
Stuff like this be killing me, bro. Like, think about like how he talking. Yeah, I remember when I was back in Iran, revolutionary invention. They gave me this one cream. I used to use this cream on one scratch on my finger. It would heal it instantly. But now, you know, they got practical ways of doing it. You know what I'm saying? They got practical ways. They got things that you can do, but that cream, before its time. They used to just like, I don't know, it's just something about it. It's getting to me,
So
bro.
I said, here's my number. So you have my direct number. Call me if you need anything. If you need to meet, you need to trigger a meeting, we'll come up with a plan. In the meantime, let's do this on such and such a date at such and such a hotel. And what I want you to do is plan out your surveillance detection routes. Make sure that they're very sophisticated. And I want you to go rent a post office box. So in the event of an emergency where we can't reach each other by phone, you can send a message to the post office box. I'll go retrieve it, and I'll know where the next meeting should be held. Okay. So we shake hands. He shakes hands with the outgoing guy. Great. Now he's dealing with the station chief. Instead of doing a surveillance detection route, he drove directly to the enemy embassy. Directly. Now, if he had done a surveillance detection
route, he wasn't supposed to do that. He was supposed to drive directly to the enemy. Even at 2 a.m., I could tell this guy not real thing.
He may have seen that we had 4 cars with 8 officers on him. Never noticed a thing. Then they reported back to their capital, he's in with the chief. He did it. He's in with the chief.
This stuff be killed. But this freaking movie plot, bruh. This movie plot. Who calling back to the capital talking about some he's in with the chief? This movie plot for one guy.
So we're able to...
They not moving solo dolo on missions like these, bro.
Track their communications. So I go back out a month later. He rented the post office box. Then I go back out a month after that, and he did this thing for me, and he did that thing for me, and we're establishing a rapport. So I do this for like 6 or 8 months. And then I get a call from my buddy, who's the actual chief. And he said, listen, we're going to have to kill this operation. I said, what? Why? It's going well.
You think he is super
He said, no. They just gave him orders to kill you in the next meeting. I said, come on, man. I said, he's afraid of his own shadow. He's not gonna kill me. And he said, we have to kill the operation. And I said, no rash decisions. Let's do a conference call. So I got all the headquarters muckety mucks together and the station guys. And I said, listen.
Super spy.
Let's do the next meeting at the Marriott. Because every Marriott everywhere in the world is exactly the same. You come in the door and the bathroom is right there on your right. So we get 2 adjoining rooms that are connected by a door. I'll be in the bathroom, and when he knocks on the door, I'll say, come in. I'll have it propped open with the lock, the secure lock, you know how they do.
Right.
He comes in, I grab him, you guys and Liaison come in from the other room, and we get him.
Interesting.
They're like, it's risky. I said, come on, guys, what do we do for a living here?
Heck nah. He not acting like that. Bro think he think he the G of the whole like CIA stuff, bro. He think he like the gangster of the whole CIA stuff. Bro talking about some, come on guys, like we do this for a living. This is our job. We have to go through with it, bro.
This guy's a bona fide terrorist. He's ordered to kill me. Then he's going to kill you, and he's going to kill you next, and he's going to kill you after that. We're going to stop these guys or not?
Watch this
okay,
dude
let's do
be
it.
genuine.
So I get to the hotel, And I'm waiting. And I got to the hotel hours early, which was the plan. And we've got our guys in the lobby. And one of them calls me from the lobby and he said, bad news. He goes, the bad guys are here in the lobby and they've got at least 3 teams. I said, shit, I didn't expect that. The idea being, if he chickens out and doesn't shoot me, they're going to shoot me as I'm trying to escape. It's like, doggone it, we didn't consider that. We didn't think they'd have the guts to do it. We just thought that they wanted a degree of separation. I said, okay, so we can't use the front door. So we have to use the back door.
Do the back door. I knew it. It's the script. It's the script, bro. I know the script, bro. I know the script. I'm tapped in, bro. I was there when they was writing the script of this video, bro.
And they're like, okay, he's coming in right now. And just as he's coming in, he calls me. And I never would tell him directly what room we're in. I would say, come up to the 4th floor or come up to the 5th floor. And then he would come up to the 5th floor and I'd say, I'm in room 211 or 815. Meet me in 5 minutes. And then I would take the elevator and he would take the stairs. So that way he didn't drag surveillance with him and then they try to kill me. So he calls me. He said, I'm here. I said, come up to the 8th floor. It was the top floor. Come up to the 8th floor. And he goes, okay. So he comes up to the 8th floor and I go, walk with me over to the stairs. So we walk over to the stairs and we go into the stairwell and I said, let's go up to the roof. He's like, what? I said, let's go up to the roof. He goes, I don't think I want to go up to the roof.
Why not?
I said, yeah, come on, let's go.
He the boss. He the shot caller, bro. If he say, let's go to the roof, we going to the roof. No ifs, ands, or buts about it.
He said, I'm uncomfortable going up to the roof. And I said, why? You think I'm going to throw you off the roof?
He not. This is this is so scripted, bro.
Come on, let's go. We'll talk up there.
He didn't say that.
He goes, I don't want to go to the roof. I said, get up on the fucking roof.
He didn't say that, bro.
He said, you're scaring me. I said, and you're pissing me off. Get up on the roof. I don't think I like this. I don't like it. I go, what's your problem? I thought we're friends. You told me last time you were my brother. What do you think I'm going to do to you up there? I don't want to go up there. I go, get up on the roof. So one step at a time, he gets up to the roof.
He done wrote
I said, now stay here for 5 minutes.
He wrote some crazy stories, bro.
And I said, you worry me sometimes.
He wrote the story for Call of Duty.
So I go back down. 5 minutes later, he knocks on 515. I said, come in. He comes in. I come out of the bathroom. I tackle him. Our liaison partners and our security guys bust in from the side room. I have him pinned down. And he's like, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. And he says, I'll fucking kill you. And I said, motherfucker. I said, do you think I'm so stupid that I didn't know you came here to kill me tonight? Do you think I'm so unprofessional that I don't know that you're a double agent? I said, you're the stupid one. You're the stupid one because your life is over now. Over. Allahu Akbar, he kept saying. I said, yeah, keep telling yourself that. See how far that gets you. But remember, the bad guys are in the lobby. And they're looking at their watches. Like, where is he? We haven't heard anything. So the plan we had come up with was our liaison partners give him a shot of Demerol. And it knocks him out. Well, the truth is, people die in hotels every single day. So we put him on a gurney. We covered him up like a dead body. We took him out the back and put him in the ambulance. And we drove in an ambulance from the back door, the cargo, whatever, the garbage door, to their intelligence service headquarters. And when he came to, he was tied to a chair. So I said, now it's my turn, you fucking idiot.
It's your turn, right?
I said, your life is over. So
you kill him.
Now I'm going to ask you a question that's going to determine how the rest of your life is going to be spent. We know who you are. We know who you work for. And we know that you're in charge of the arms cache. So I want to know, where are the weapons? He's like, fuck you, I will never tell you, motherfucker. It's like, that's the wrong answer.
So what you do?
He would never tell us. So
what you do?
we all huddled. They put him in a cell, and we all huddled together. And I said, listen, I have an idea. We know where he lives.
This guy has all the ideas, all the bright ideas.
And we know that he has a safe in the hotel. He had referenced the safe a couple times. Right. I said, I wonder if the arms are in the safe. And they were like, okay, but how do we get into the house? I said, let's just break in. And they were like, no, can't do it. He's got a live-in Filipino maid. Can't do it. And I said, okay, let's declare an environmental emergency, a gas leak. We'll say there's a gas leak. And then we'll evacuate the neighborhood. He lived in a cul-de-sac. So there were like 8 houses.
Right.
And they were like, no, can't do it. We don't have underground gas lines here. We use propane. I said, oh my God. Okay, get a freaking 18-wheeler of propane.
He's a good writer,
we'll spill the propane on the street, and then we'll declare an emergency. They're like, that we could do. So this 18-wheeler comes to the house. We're all at the house by then.
He strategically placed he strategically leaked propane gas in this neighborhood to act like
there's this giant wheel, and I go like this with the giant wheel, and I spill all this propane on the ground, and then we call 115, which is their version of 911.
So he was the one
and we said, oh, there's
a
big propane spill. We need the fire department. So the fire department comes, and they evacuate all the houses, and then we break into his house. And the safe is like this big. That was it.
Right.
Like it's not big enough for anything. Like the safe in my bedroom is bigger than this. This is more like a strong box than a safe. So we had the locks and picks guy, and he cracks it. And all it has in it is a slip of paper. It was a map, like a kid's map.
A map.
And it had an X. He had written this X on the map. And I go, what are the chances that this is the weapons cache? And they were like, well, this is all we have. So let's go for it. So we all got in these Jeeps, and we followed the map to a town that was about an hour south. And then past the town, we went out into the desert.
Right.
And we're following the map, 100 paces and 50 paces and 30 paces.
Right.
And there is an abandoned bunker with all the weapons. And it wasn't just weapons. It was mines and grenades and rocket launchers.
Right.
And that group no longer exists. We put the entire group out of business that night.
Right.
Yeah. And then years later,
bro said, yeah.
And into the chief. And I go, whatever happened to that guy? And he said, oh, dude, he says, life without parole means life without parole. Yeah. Yep.
Let me know in the comments if y'all think that story was real. That was a quick video. If y'all want to see me react to the longer video next time, run this video up. Comment, like, do all that stuff. Right now, I only reacted to the short video because, I am sick. And it is kind of like taking a little bit of my energy out. But I don't know about that video, bro. I don't know, bro. I don't know, bro. The way he was telling that story, bro. I don't know, bro. I don't know, man. Let me know, bro.